"This isn't your land anymore, cowboy. Go cry to the sheriff if you want." The cartel leader's voice was cold and mocking, his cigar glowing faintly in the darkness as the flames devoured what used to be Elijah Cole's family ranch. The night air was thick with smoke and betrayal. Horses screamed, wood cracked, and the legacy his father built with bare hands turned to ash before his eyes. To them, Elijah was just another black man who got lucky owning land in southern Texas, land they now wanted for their smuggling route. They didn't see the years of sweat, the generations buried in that soil, or the quiet power in the man they just stripped of everything. As the last fence post collapsed in the fire, the cartel convoy disappeared into the desert road. Laughing, Elijah stood still, his broad shoulders trembling, eyes burning with rage, not from the smoke, but from the realization that justice wasn't coming. He clenched his fists. "You made the biggest mistake of your lives," he whispered. By sunrise, he wasn't alone. 15 men stood behind him. Men with no names, only call signs. Former Navy SEALs he'd served with during his years overseas. They came not for money, but for loyalty. Men who owed him their lives once, now ready to return the favor. "Eli," said Torres, his second in command, a scar running down his face. "You sure you want to do this? We hit them. There's no going back." Elijah's eyes were fixed on the smoldering ruins. "They took my home. They don't get to keep theirs." The plan was simple: hit fast, hit hard, leave no trace. But revenge rarely stays clean. They rode south, 15 bikes roaring through the desert, the rising sun painting their silhouettes in gold. Dust followed like a storm as they crossed into cartel territory, where law meant bullets and silence. At the border town of Loma Athol, the locals turned away. Everyone knew whose land they were riding into, but Elijah wasn't here for fear. He was here for names. Inside a cantina thick with cigar smoke, Elijah placed a burnt photograph of his ranch on the counter. "Who ordered this?" he asked quietly. The bartender swallowed hard. "Senor Vega. He runs everything south of the ridge." Torres leaned close. "That's 3 clicks in. Heavy guards." Elijah nodded. "Then we knock on the front door." By nightfall, they reached Vega's compound, steel gates, armed guards, the scent of cocaine and death in the air. Elijah raised his rifle and whispered, "For my father." The first explosion shook the desert. The SEALs moved like shadows, precise, silent, merciless. Within minutes, chaos reigned. Elijah found Vega in his office, sipping whiskey, pretending not to care. "You came all this way for a pile of dirt." Vega sneered.